how Steve Jobs turned around Pixar from failure into success using his team, how he found the core competency and made it a competitive advantage. This is how you can do it too. In the year 1985, Steve Jobs and the Apple CEO John Sculley had a disagreement over pricing. They reached to a level where one cannot work with the other. The board decided in favor of John. As a result, Steve Jobs got fired from his own company he started. This was a big blow to Steve, but he started a new computer company called Next with few former Apple employees. Next made powerful computers but were not financially successful, as their graphics were poor and people did not see much value in it. Same time, Star Wars director George Lucas put his graphics team on sale. Jobs saw the need and opportunity to invest in graphics design and improve the computer business by adding stunning design elements with computer technology. Jobs bought the business from George for $10 million and named it Pixar. He used his powerful Next computers to create stunning graphics at Pixar. Initially, he wanted to sell his computers to the designers, but the high price and fear of losing their job to computers pushed designers away from buying computers. Pixar was not making any money. Steve Jobs invested his own money to keep the payroll on for Pixar, spending millions every month, as this was not sustainable and would eventually push Pixar to bankruptcy and jeopardize the livelihood of 40 employees. Jobs had one focus: to save his team, but he was not getting anywhere with whatever he tried. One day, his chief creative officer John Lasseter came up with an idea. He suggested why not use the animation technology to make their own animated film. They had made a short animation film in 1988 named Tin Toy that won him an Oscar. Jobs realized that he was already sitting on the acres of diamonds and he was looking for opportunities elsewhere. He merged the best animation technology with his Oscar-winning talented team to make animation motion picture instead of selling the technology to the studios. Jobs sold the hardware business and focused on building world-class animations. It was a risky venture moving from hardware business to complete art and creativity-based film business. It's a big risk to transform their business model. Steve Jobs negotiated a deal with Disney to make 3 films for $26 million. Disney saw the competency and talent in Pixar. Despite of the funding from Disney, they were running out of money. The Pixar team immersed themselves in making one of the finest animation movies, as this was their only chance to survive. Finally, the results came with a huge success. Toy Story made $30 million on the first week at the box office. Steve Jobs was able to list his company for an IPO. With the recent success of Toy Story, the company got a high valuation. Eventually, Pixar was bought over by Disney for $7.4 billion. This instantly made Steve Jobs a billionaire. He became a billionaire from Pixar and not from Apple. So, Pixar became a billion-dollar company that was once at the verge of bankruptcy. Steve Jobs realized the power of talent that Pixar had and utilized it to the max. This type of advantage is called a cornered resource as per Helmer's 7-power framework. Something that gives you immense advantage as compared to other competitors. Nobody could compete with Pixar in the kind of talent it had, with John being the best animator and Steve Jobs being the best visionary. The competition could not beat Pixar on its game as they did not have access to the same level of talent. Other forms of cornered resources are patents or proprietary information, exclusive rights, exclusive access to a technology not available to others. How to make your business stand out. From Helmer's 7 powers, scale economies. Your cost per item gets cheaper as you make more counter-positioning, new and better business model. Branding, value of your brand. Process power. Internal processes lower costs or make better solution. Network economies. The community is more valuable with new users. Switching costs. Expensive for customers to lead you. Cornered resource. Access you have that others don't. 3 steps to keep your business ahead of your competition. 1. Invest in best of the resources. Do not mind paying extra for your next rock star. 2. Get the best out of your resource. Keep them motivated and get the best ideas out of their minds. 3. Build a rich source of knowledge repository. Invest in process and platform to store and maintain a rich knowledge and learning bank.